Welcome back everybody to episode 17 of my speedbuild series, and this is actually episode 17. I learned how to count to 20. But I decided not to repost the asynchronous video, so yeah, this is actually episode 17. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch like the last two videos. But today we are also building another holiday home, or more like beach house kind of holiday home. It's kind of similar to the one I built in the previous episode, which you can see is like located right next to this. But I had so much fun building the last one, I decided to do another one. And again, I was trying to build like a really small house, and it turned out kind of big, but it doesn't really matter. For the color scheme, I went for a greenish tone, green-gray, more like green-gray, not really green. And I also did the same thing which I did in the previous speed build, which is putting in a lot of bedrooms, basically. Not a lot of decor, because I wanted to make this like a house that you're not like permanently living in. And I didn't put in any TV or like technical devices. I think I did put like a stereo thingy loudspeaker in the house next to this, but I don't think I did that in this one. But as you can see, I put like a large window front in the front of the house, which has, for now at least, like a nice view of the ocean. If I put like a building on the lot next to this, which is like an actual beach lot with like access to the water, then the view will be gone. But anyways, for this house I also put like wood paneling inside, on like the walls and the floor. But later on, I'm going to put some wallpaper in at least one of the bedrooms. And also I'm going to change the wood paneling, because this one is so dark, and even if I like change it to a white color, which it isn't right now, it was still so dark, so I'm going to change that later on. I'm changing that now for this bedroom, which is another toddler bedroom. I don't think I did put like a nursery in the other one, did I? I don't think so. But I really wanted to do that in this one, and it's just like really small. It has a toy box. Yeah, but as you can see, I put like a teddy bear, and I'm also going to put like a toy box later on, so it's not like there are like no toys. It's just not as many toys as there would be in a house where you would permanently live in. And I think I said this in the last speed build as well, but I try not to build as much white rooms where there's like basically no color. But for this type of house, I really like the vibe of like white rooms, or like not white, but like kind of pale wooden tones and white. I had such a good time building this house. I think I said this already, but it was so much fun. But moving on to the living room, I didn't put I didn't put stoves in like all of the rooms. Like in the ones where I put some radiators, and I also didn't put like a fancy stove in this living room, or like living room / kitchen, because I'm going to open up the space later on, because the kitchen didn't fit in the room that I kind of created beforehand for that. Anyways, there's like a stove in there, and also in the master bedroom. Like in the master bedroom, there's like a fancier one, I don't know, like one of the pretty stoves. But I wanted to put at least a stove in this one as well. And yeah, again, I didn't put any like technical devices like TVs or something, because I feel like that's more the vibe for a holiday house. And I kind of like that there aren't any technical devices, because you have to do something else. Keep your mind busy like in other ways. And yeah, I also really like how I put furniture that doesn't really fit, or that doesn't match, not fit, that doesn't match next to each other. I think that looks, again, it's just like the vibe like a holiday house has for me. You can see me creating the master bedroom. I was struggling with the color scheme in this one. I was planning to do like a light pink, then I changed it up to like a light blue, and then I changed it up to beige to fit the wallpaper. And yeah, this is, by the way, the only room with wallpaper, I think. But I'm planning on doing like a country house in the same kind of house style at some point. I just don't know where to put it, because I didn't really create a country section. I mean, I did, but it's like way too big lots, and I don't know if I want to build a house like this there. Anyways, what was I going to say with that? I'm planning to build like a house in this kind of style with a lot of more rooms that have wallpaper, because I actually really like the vibe of these patterned wallpapers. Again, it's not for everyone, but I really like them. Also, I have no idea why, but for these kind of houses, I never put beds in with headboards, Well, that's not entirely true because later on I'm going to put like one bed with a headboard in. But for the most part, I just like these, I don't know, mattress beds. I don't know what to call them in English. Yeah, I really like how it looks. I'm so satisfied with how this house turned out, which is so nice because sometimes I'm so dissatisfied with my builds and I'm like way too perfectionistic. Is that a word? I'm way too much of a perfectionist. Yeah, anyways, I'm adding like a little wooden patio in the back with some seating later on. Oh, also, I couldn't find any curtains that fit the windows downstairs the way I wanted them to. So I put, just for the bedroom, I put some shutters on the outside, which I think looks kind of nice. I mean, it probably would have looked even nicer if I put them in all of the windows, but I didn't want to do that, especially for like the window front in the front. And it's only like important for the bedrooms because sometimes you just want to have these rooms dark. Yeah, I added the same flowers I did, or like not flowers, but plants I did on the, not all of them, but some on the lot next to this, so it kind of matches. Added a parking space, and I didn't add a boat because there wasn't any space left to add a boat. But it's okay, I think they survive without a boat. Yeah, a little custom letterbox. And looking at it, I kind of want to build another one already. But I probably should mix it up a little bit and do a different build. But I'm so bad at building modern stuff. But I really want to build some modern houses. Yeah, these chairs are kind of placed unfortunate because I don't think you can use them. But I did want to place something there. And I absolutely love using this wall lamp. Again, I'm using like the same objects over and over. But sometimes like I'm trying to mix it up and use some that I haven't used before. Also, what I'm doing here is kind of stupid as well because you can only like use the bed on the right. But I really wanted to make the look of like two beds pushed together. And also, can you see what I did there? I mixed and matched the bedding from the two beds. And I put this little desk in again. I think I did that in the last speed build as well. But I really like it. And I also really like the way this big wardrobe looks. I think I'm using that one in a lot of my builds as well. But it's okay. Yeah, this is the only room where I used a bed with a headboard. Oh, it's not really a headboard, it's just like a wooden frame. And also I used some curtains. Yeah, I'm putting in some radiators so it's not as cold in all of these rooms. And this is kind of the widest room I've done in this build. I mean, there is some color because especially I painted the wooden panels in a light blue as well. You can see that later on if I'm adding lamps at some point, which I hope I'm doing. Yeah, I am. Sometimes it really bothers me how the lighting is so messed up. And like there were like weird shadows that shouldn't be there. But it's okay. Nobody's forcing me to play this really old game. But I feel like with the last few speed builds, I've finally gotten back into like enjoying doing speed builds. Like for the past months, I've been like trying to build like new stuff, and I thought it was all so ugly. And yeah, with these speed builds, I'm kind of satisfied. I mean, in a week or like in a month, I'm probably going to dislike the way these look because I keep changing my mind all the time. But it's okay. And then I put a chessboard again because I think, did I say it in the last one? Oh, I just realized I didn't put any instruments in this build. That's okay. But I feel like summer houses are just like there for playing games and not spending a lot of time watching TV or something, but just doing something real, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, then I did put in the kitchen. I did the same stove or like oven again, which I did in the last build. I think it's the same. Then a sink. For the chairs in the like dining room, it's not really a dining room, but the chairs at the dining table, I kind of mixed and matched those as well. Same with the furniture in the living room, which I mentioned earlier. And I feel like that's also kind of the summer house vibe. Because like you put everything you have there, like old stuff that you don't need anymore. So, or you go like antique shopping for like the furniture, and it's all kind of thrown together. But oh, I love the vibe of that, and I love how that looks. I need to stop saying the vibe, but I don't know how to explain it differently. That's fine. Yeah, then I put this way too large washing machine in there as well, and some like strings in the garden. Strings is the wrong word. Like somewhere where you can like hang your wet clothes to have them dry. Yeah, and I'm also starting to get so much better at building without a reference picture. I mean, that's like my opinion. Maybe I'm getting worse, but I feel like it's so much better. And yeah, unfortunately, like the potty didn't fit into the bathroom, so I put it in the toddler room. Yeah, and that is this build almost done. I'm just adding like a few things on the outside. Yeah, the patio, especially, just some seating. Yeah, it doesn't have as fancy of equipment as the house next to it does, but I think it's okay. And that is the speed build almost done. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.